What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, so it's Friday. Friday it is. Got it fixed. Kyrsten Sinema. Just want to talk a little bit about that real quick. Kyrsten Sinema. She is moving away from the Democratic Party. She has decided that she does not want to be part of that and has moved on to bigger and better things. Well, or something different, if you will. The fact of the matter is that she's going to an independent. She decided, you know what, I'm going to go independent. I don't want to be part of this. And we've seen this before, where independents typically don't have big numbers when it comes to when you're looking at the E words. When you look at E words, you see them, they actually kind of split the vote amongst Republicans over to the Democrat side. I've seen this happen. We watched this happen in the Herschel Walker and Warnock thing. I watched it. I was like, man, if those independent people would just go Republican more. I don't know. So, would this be a sign of bigger things to come? What if a bunch of other politicians went independent and said, you know what, the Democratic Party is not right, the Republican Party has messed all up. We need to get in a place where we can sort of, share views, have a little bit of opposing opinion, but still come together and work for America. And I'm all for, we need a third party that's legitimate, or not legitimate, like, in other words, that's impact worthy, where we can actually see numbers that add up, where people can make wins. Because a lot of times independents just don't go very far. They're really good for moving numbers around. And maybe that's what the fact of the matter is. Hopefully that plays a factor later. I don't know. Maybe in our favor, but she's going to be helping the Arizonians. Should have done this already before midterm, so that could have been a help for Kerry Lake to try to get some stuff pushed through. But anyways, I would play her article or her advertisement for her, why she did what she did, and talks about why she did, but there's music playing in the background, and YouTube will give me a copyright, so we'll just skip over all that, and I'll let you know that it has not a whole lot to do with what the mainstream media is claiming. Really, she's just tired of the she says, wait a minute, scooping babies out of parents up until 9 months and then letting them just kind of, just crazy, dude. She's not for that. Anyhow, I got a couple other articles to talk about right quick. We'll knock these out and make this real quick. And Michael Flynn had to be down in Georgia testifying in a sham case that has to do with Donald Trump interfering with the 2020 E words. Dude, talk about inversion. Talk about inversion and lawfare right there. Anyhow, we'll see what happens with that. Flynn was a retired lieutenant general, had tried to get out of appearing before the panel, which I don't blame him. But a judge in Florida last month said he must testify, and an appeals court earlier this week declined to stay that order while Flynn's appeal was pending. It's just terrible how one-sided all this stuff is. Flynn could be one of the final witnesses, and the panel hears from the Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, who's leading the investigation. He has said that she wants to wrap up the special grand jury, and the grand jurors and all this fun stuff, and including there's going to be other people that's going to be got into all this, but Flynn is a pretty tried and true man. He's pretty trustworthy, so I think that he won't. What I mean by that is not like he's going to be untruthful. He's going to tell the truth, but he's not going to cave. He's not going to make things to go in the narrative of the lefties. He's going to stand his ground. And then Danielle Kimmett's deposition reveals State Department was funding online fact checkers to censor speech. And this is coming out because Elon Musk is letting a lot of information loose that has to do with what Twitter was doing and how they were throttling stuff and moving information around and causing real havoc when it came to trying to get people to understand what's going on. That was the whole deal. Scramble everybody. And that's what they did. And they had so many people that were shadow banned and put on, no promotion and all that. Let's see here. All right. So I had to answer the phone. But anyway, so it has to do with a lot of things. So I can't say some of that stuff because it has to do with the C word. But, man, a lot of stuff going on with that. And more information is going to come out from Twitter, and it won't be censored. They had to fire one of the dudes that was working there, which turned out to be Deep State FBI, allegedly. And that was a big deal. Big deal. Rookie right tackle Max Mitchell placed on non-football injury list due to blood clots in his right leg, calf, and lung. Yeah. Max Mitchell, a rookie offensive tackle for the New York Jets, had his season cut short on Wednesday after being placed on the team's football non-injury list. Where, in other words, he's he's on the team and everything. I'm hearing the neighbors. There's something going on. I hear outside, and but he can't do anything right now because he'll be checked out of here pretty soon. It's crazy. It's Trevor Noah. Here's Trevor Noah, and I can't play this because this can be copyright as well. But last episode, and he sheds a little tear, and I'm glad. That's called Lefty Tears, and I'm down with that. Thanks for not being around anymore. But they'll replace him with somebody just as weird and completely un-American. And what else is going on out here right quick before let me look through this right quick here while we're on this here and see what's come up while we were talking. Kari Lake calls on Elon Musk to release all of Katie Hobbs' tweet. Yeah, that'd be nice. We'll see how that goes. And another one right here. Tennessee senior center. Not senior center like it's an old people home, but she's the oldest one in the basketball team, the center. I guess that's a position. And Tamara Key out of the season due to blood clots in her lungs. Ooh, wow. And wow, this is neat. Pastors for Trump coalition formed ahead of 2024. Republican Mayor Flores Border Patrol agents feel abandoned by the Biden administration. And let's see what the video's about. This will be pretty interesting. Just kind of like news on the fly right quick. I had put together this other article, and then when I tried to put it up, they gave me a copyright violation, which I didn't put it up and didn't get no strike. We're good to go. We got rid of it, but it was because of Kyrsten Sinema's video. It wouldn't let me play any of it because of so-called copyrighted music, which is just some piano.
Right. So Republican lawmakers are speaking out on Border Patrol with some of their Democratic colleagues.
This is an American issue, and I'm asking the Biden administration, I'm asking to please take this issue serious.
Biden was just in Arizona, or at the border the other day, and he was asked by media reporters, was he going to see the border? And he said, nope, there's more important things to do. A lot of money that's going to be made. Look at Adam Schiff. Oh, my gosh. If a basketball had eyes. Crazy Adam Schiff exchanges barbs with Elon Musk, claims QAnon is attacking him and Twitter. And it's true. Elon Musk fact-checked him. I thought that was pretty darn cool. He was like trying to say that there was hate speech and racism and all this fun stuff went up like 33% on the dot. It's crazy numbers. And then Elon Musk actually brought numbers and facts and said this is what's going on and this is where it's at. It's actually down. Went down some. Sure did. Because a lot of these crazy lefties have left and are not screaming and hollering at other people about things that they think are right in their own ideology and pushing people to the side and then separating them through identity politics. That's how that went down. It's crazy. Oh, my goodness. 22-year-old Colombian defensive midfielder dies suddenly after collapsing in training. Wow. It's just we're just cranking them out, guys. We're just cranking them out. They're going to run out of places. That's the problem. Where are we going to bury all these people? We're out of room for that. And Special Counsel Jack Smith subpoena Secretary of State, Michigan, and Arizona fishing expedition related to 2020. Yep, that's going on. Some of Biden stuff. And this dude right here, Chicago grade school, stands in full support of Dean, who was caught on video bragging about handing out these toys that were for adults to children. You can read what I've got going on over here. It's crazy. So the Chicago grade school stands with him. They're going to go with that. And Iranian security forces target female protesters with, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Anyways, so that kind of covers a lot of what's going on right now. And I'm going to be waiting to see what else happens. I am so interested in more of these files coming out. And I'm really hopeful that Kari Lake can make some headway in her case and her legal battle to find out what happened and the problems over there. Because we really, really need something to do. As sad to say, guys, please don't hold this against me. Please don't think this is like a give it up and throw the towel in. But I don't see much happening in Arizona so far as in favor of Kari Lake, just because of the fact that the people that would need to be involved in this whole process are people like Mark Brnovich, and Katie Hobbs herself to make this go forward. And I always had this weird question in the back of my mind is like, if these officials had no authority on yay or nay as to certifying that, then why were they being threatened with legal action if they said no? If what they said made no difference, like it's this, I can't not. If you say no, it's still going to go through. That's BS, because if that was the case, then they would have never offered legal action against these people for not following through. They would have said, doesn't matter, do whatever, because it's already went through anyways. It's just a motion. So think about that. Whenever those people told you that, they had no, they couldn't do anything about it. They had to be certified first before it could be this, that, and the other, because there's no power given to those people who are doing that. It was just a theater show, but that's BS, because they would have never issued that. So think about that, guys. So we've got gaslit right there, and I think that the legal, when they go back and see what happens, that was not even supposed to be went through, possibly. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know anything about this guy, so YouTube, I'm not claiming anything. All I know is we're just seeing what's going to play out. That's all. Everything was legitimate, right? All right. I'm out of here, guys. Lots of love. God is in control, and he loves you too, by the way.